Okay, yeah, that's good. So, hello and welcome to this month's episode of the Dentistry Gym. So, I've been away for a while. I've been on holiday, as you might be able to tell, but I'm back now. And so we're going to be doing our regular programming once a month with dentistry.co.uk. For this episode, we're going to be focusing on something a little bit more specific. So we're going to be dealing with what would you do if you have neck pain. Let's say you wake up one morning, you're like, oh, my neck really hurts. It's really stiff, it's really sore. Maybe after work, you notice, oh, my neck is really painful right now. So this is less of a prevention video, and more of a sort of a cure video, if that makes sense. But doing some of these exercises can help a lot when you have that sort of discomfort, that neck pain. So it's a good idea to try them, okay? But I must preface this with that if you do have excruciating pain, if you have anything down your arms, pins and needles, if you have trouble breathing, difficulty sort of going to the bathroom, nausea, vomiting, that kind of stuff, definitely go and see your doctor, okay? I would always suggest you go see your doctor anyway before you attempt any of these exercises, because you never know what could be out there. Okay, I've seen some interesting weird things in my time. And yeah, it's always a good idea to get checked out. But as long as those are okay and you're sort of quite confident, or your doctor's quite confident, nothing serious, then you could do these. And often after you've done these, you'll feel a lot better. And if you do them a couple more times over the coming days, you'll notice that your neck pain tends to get better, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna start with is that no matter where your neck pain is a very stressful situation or response, okay? So when you're in pain, you need to first calm your body down. All right, so how we're gonna do that, we're gonna take some nice deep breaths in. We're gonna hold at the top, and then as you breathe out, you're just gonna kind of let your shoulders relax, let your neck relax. Okay, we're gonna do that a few more times. So take a big breath in through your nose, hold for a couple seconds, and slowly breathe out. Let's try that. And out. Relax the shoulders, try and relax the neck if you can, again. Hold and breathe out. Good. If you're sitting down, try to think of yourself sinking to the chair, really dropping those shoulders, relaxing any tension. One more time. Hold and breathe out. Good. All right. So the next couple of breaths we're going to do, I want you to really focus on trying to expand down here. Get a little bit less upper chest, okay? So it can help if you put your hands onto your ribs through here, and as you breathe in, you want to feel them expanding nicely, okay? So breathe in, hold, and then breathe out. Let the ribs come in. Okay, let's try again. Hold, and breathe out slowly. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. One more time. Hold and breathe out. Good. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more relaxed. And so the next part we're going to work on is just getting some sort of base range of motion back. So now everyone watching this is going to be at a different stage of neck pain. Some of you might be really stiff where you can't turn your head without turning your shoulders. Some of you might have normal range of motion. Doesn't matter, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to do whatever you can, all right? And you're going to try to improve it with each repetition. So you've probably seen these before. If not, I'll link a description up here for the neck cars or the cars videos. And so what you're going to do, you're just going to be drawing a circle. So imagine your nose is like a laser pointer and you're drawing a really big circle, okay? So you're going to start with nose down towards the chest as far as you can go. You're going to rotate towards the left-hand side, and then you're going to drop your ear behind. You're going to start to look up as high as you can go, all the way to the right-hand side. Tuck the chin, drop the nose to the chest, and then come back, okay? Some of you might be doing small circles like this, that's okay. Some of you might find you can do barely anything at all. Doesn't matter. Do what you can, okay? If you get a little bit of pulling discomfort, usually that's kind of okay to work through a little bit, as long as it's not like above a 5 out of 10 in terms of pain. If you're getting quite intense pain, very like sharp shooting pain or burning pain, then don't work through that, okay? Also, if you're getting pain looking up, especially in the back of your neck through here, then don't work through that, okay? Definitely go and see a doctor or see a physio or someone like that, okay? So let's do a couple of repetitions. Remember, do what you can. The goal is to slowly draw a big circle, and it's not about how far you get, just about getting a little bit more than you have before, okay? So nose down towards the chest, rotate to the left, Drop the ear behind, start to look up as high as you can, nice and slow. Rotate down, and then reverse the direction. So drop the ear, start to look up, rotate all the way to the left. Good, and now you're gonna start to get a little bit bigger, okay? Try to really drag out that circle as big as you can, that's comfortable. Reverse. Try and feel the nice deep stretch you're getting. Good. The goal is to make the circle bigger with each repetition, okay? When you're doing this as well, try and imagine you're moving at 1 mile an hour, so you're not sort of like that, okay? We're really trying to be smooth here. Good. One more time, back to the left. And finish, good. Now, if you're really struggling with that, then maybe you can just start with going left to right, up and down, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Look over the shoulder, look over the shoulder, look down to your right knee, look down to your left knee, okay? Just start with that. The goal is to try and get bigger each time, but sometimes you might not be able to, it's okay. Do what you can, try to work through it, okay? The goal is to get your normal range of motion back. That's step number 1, or step number 2 if we do include the breathing, sorry. The next thing we're going to work on is when you get pain, a lot of times you get a lot of muscle stiffness, a lot of muscle tightness. So we're going to work on improving that. Now, when you were doing your neck cars, sorry, I'm sure you felt tension in certain areas. Maybe some of you had tension looking to the left or looking down or looking up. Whichever direction you felt the most discomfort or the most tension or tightness in, that's the direction you're going to work in, okay? So find the direction. So let's say, for instance, for you, you feel, oh, I feel like I have so much tightness on this side when I look down that way. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my hand, place it on the back of my head, and then I'm just gonna pull myself deep into the stretch, okay? For someone else, that might be when they're looking up this way, or when they're looking back that way. Whichever direction it is, you're gonna try to go further. If it's for you, it's looking up, you're gonna take the same hand, you're gonna push up like that, okay? If it's turning to one side, you're just going to take your hand, you're going to push a little bit further, okay? The goal is to get more of a stretch without having to force your neck that way, okay? So let's imagine, for me, it was I'm looking down towards the right, take my right hand, place it on the back of my head, and then pull down a little bit deeper, just till I feel a bit of a stretch, okay? Now, if you're feeling a lot of discomfort with this, take it slow, okay? We're not here to hit a PR or go crazy. We're here to slowly get your range of motion back, help with your pain. So take it really slow. Even if you can't get much of a stretch or you feel it's too painful, just hang out here for a little bit, okay? Try to breathe, try to relax, okay? So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, as you breathe, if you can, try and sink a little bit deeper into your stretch. And out, relax the neck. Good. Let's get a little bit deeper. Try to really relax. If you start to feel any increase in pain, just back off a little bit. You should feel a little bit of discomfort, maybe a little bit of pulling, but nothing major, okay? I like to use the 5 out of 10 rule. If it's more than 5 out of 10, stay away, okay? That's it, breathe. Sink a bit deeper. Good, keep going. We're trying to get the body used to this stretch, okay? So we don't want to fight it. If you're fighting against it, you're like, oh, it's so tight, your body's not going to let you go further. So you have to relax. Very, very important that you relax. That's it. Good. And now that I've been there for a little bit, I'm going to do a little isometric. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to look up, okay? You want to push in the opposite direction of your stretch, okay? So for me, I'm pushing up this way because I'm pulling my head down. If you're that way, you're going to be turning this way. If you're looking up, you're going to be pushing forward. If you're looking straight down, push up, etc., etc. If you're looking up, then you're going to push forward. Whichever is the opposite direction, you're going to push into that direction. Again, 5 out of 10 rule, okay? If it's more than 5 out of 10 in terms of discomfort, try to stay away from it. A little bit of discomfort's okay, but remember, no sharp pain, no shooting pain, no burning pain, all right? And especially no pinching pain. Remember, avoid it. If you're feeling a lot of pain here when you look up, don't push into that. That's the only one I would say avoid, okay? because that means you're compressing onto some of your joints. Not very nice. So let's go into the stretch again. If you came out, and then again, you're gonna start to now do your isometric. You're gonna look up against resistance. So with your hand, you're gonna be resisting yourself, and you should feel some of the muscles activating. In my case, I feel them activating here. So I'm looking up, good, I'm building it slowly. I'm only going like say 10%, that's fine. Do what you can, okay? Because you might notice that if you start to push, you feel a lot of discomfort, a lot of tension, that's fine. Just work up to that 5 out of 10 maximum, okay? If you can push a bit harder, push a little bit harder, okay? Remember, you're working at your level. Don't worry about trying to hit a certain level, just work at what you're comfortable with, all right? You wanna feel a little bit of discomfort, but not too much. So keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. As you start pushing, try to pull further into the stretch. Remember, avoid any pinching pain in the back of the neck. Avoid sharp shooting pain. That's it. Pull a bit deeper, and now again, you're gonna push. You're gonna do the isometric. So in my case, I'm gonna look up. That's it. Up, up, up. I'm doing about 20% of my maximum. I can probably go a bit more, so I'm gonna go to 40%. So whatever you can do, you do. All right. Whether that's 5%, 1%, 10%, or 50%, doesn't matter. Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's it. Hold it, and then relax. Now sink a bit deeper. Good. As you come out, you may notice a bit of discomfort because you've been stretching. It's fine. Just kind of shake your neck out because you will feel a little bit sore from that stretching. That's okay. All right. Again, with the 5 out of 10 rule, if you get a little bit of discomfort afterwards for, about 5 minutes, that's okay, we kind of live with that. But if it's more than 5 minutes, then it means you did too much. So again, go and see your doctor, okay? So the 5 out of 10 rule is that no more than 5 out of 10 in terms of discomfort while doing the exercise, and for 5 minutes afterwards, it's okay to have a little bit of pain, maybe a little bit of discomfort, but it shouldn't be more than 5 out of 10, and it shouldn't last for more than 5 minutes, okay? Something to live by, the 5 out of 10 rule. Okay, so now that we've done that, whichever direction, if you have other directions, that you felt really sore in, work on those. So if you find that it was more than one way, it would say looking down, do a couple of repetitions that way, spend about a minute stretching, 2 by 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the isometric, and slowly kind of try to increase your range of motion. Remember, the goal is to increase your range of motion. So now that we've done that, now you have access to more range of motion. So we're gonna move into it. So again, we're gonna go back to the neck cars. So we're gonna start chin down towards the chest. You're gonna rotate to the left and start to drop the ear behind. Rotate to the right. I work on this direction, so now I'm gonna really try to go more into that direction I was stretching. Okay, remember the 5 out of 10 rule, don't push too hard. Then I'm gonna reverse, all the way towards the left, back down again, back to the left, all the way up, try and go more into my range of motion. Okay, and you're gonna do that a couple of times, all right? So, now that you've done that, we're going to be working on trying to relax the shoulders, trying to activate the upper back muscles, okay? So in order to do that, what you're going to do, you can do this in sitting position or you can do it kneeling, doesn't really matter. I'm going to turn to the side. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands into the small of your back if you can. If you cannot do that, just keep them here, wherever you can do, okay? So I'm going to place them here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades back together and I'm going to squeeze my elbows. So I'm trying to imagine that I'm squeezing my elbows together. Imagine I've got like a watermelon. I'm trying to squeeze and break it. So I'm trying to squeeze that watermelon, okay? As I do that, keeping the squeeze, I'm now gonna straighten my arms as far back as I can, okay? And then from here, I'm gonna rotate my hands. Okay, so my hands and palms are up. Rotate my hands, keeping the squeeze. I'm gonna keep rotating. I'm gonna bring my arms up, and then I'm gonna bring them towards the back of my head. So now my palms are facing backwards, okay? So as I'm doing that, I'm making sure that I'm trying to squeeze that imaginary watermelon behind me, okay? So I'm trying to squeeze that watermelon. As you're doing that, make sure you're not sort of extending in the upper back, make sure you're not straining the neck too much. If you find there's a lot of neck strain, just ease up on how hard you're pushing. So just a little bit of squeeze, and then you're just gonna be doing little touches. Touch the back of the head, then rotate, now the palms are backwards, in the small of the back, rotate again, through here. If you're finding a lot of neck discomfort, okay, then just come through here and then just touch, then come back down. Touch, come back down. Okay, we're trying to get the neck and the shoulder muscles to kind of work and feel a bit better. So you can, again, just do what you can. So I'm gonna do a couple of repetitions of full ones. So I'm gonna place my hands here, squeeze the watermelon, straighten my arms, rotate my hands, and now I'm gonna be touching the back of my head with my palms facing backwards. Then I'm gonna come out. As I'm coming out, I'm trying to squeeze back like that as much as I can, okay? Squeeze back, then work here. As you come up here, don't arch, then rotate back down. Palms are backwards again. Rotate the hands. As I'm doing, I'm rotating my hands like this. Okay, so my hands start this way, then as I'm doing it, my thumb comes up, then it keeps rotating, and then my thumb is facing down. Touch the head. So then thumb starts facing down, then I'm gonna rotate like that. Okay, so thumb starts facing down, then I'll rotate it that way, and then back up to the head. Okay, so let's do a couple more repetitions. So squeeze back, straight arms, rotate the hands, bring them to the back of the head, squeezing that watermelon behind you, straighten the arms, come back here, hands in the small at the back. Let's do a couple more times, nice and slow. Remember, just do what you can. You're gonna feel a big pump sort of in the shoulders, in the upper back. You're gonna really feel those muscles working, okay? And those are the ones that are often not working so well when you have neck pain. And the last thing we're gonna do now is we're just gonna try to relax the upper back. So again, do this in a sitting position. You can do it on your all fours. From here, you're just gonna slouch like this and then straighten up as much as you can. Slouch, round the upper back as much as you can. Then you're gonna stick your chest forward as much as you can. Round, really push. Imagine you're gonna push your shoulder blades back into something. You're really trying to round and take your hand like this and try to move away from your fingertips. So move away, and then now push those fingertips forward. Move away, push the fingertips forward. A couple more times, move away, push the fingertips forward. And I'm trying to get all of the sensation in my upper back through here. Move away, push the fingertips forward. Move away and push the fingertips forward. One more time, move away and push the fingertips forward. Good. So now, last thing we're gonna do, you're gonna need to sit on a chair. Okay, so ideally sit in a chair where you can place your hands down like this, all right? So I'm going to lift this up just to make it a bit easier for myself. So here, so I'm gripping onto my chair like this, all right? So you grip onto the bottom of your chair, and then what you can do is you're just gonna pull up against resistance. I'm gonna grip on here, and I'm just gonna start to shrug my shoulders, try and pull them up. When you do it, try not to bend the elbows, or at least don't try and do this. Keep the elbows locked, lift up, okay? We're gonna try and activate these trap muscles. Here, pull against the chair. You're gonna hold for about 15 to 20 seconds roughly. Hold, hold, hold. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the shoulders, let them drop. Okay, if you're finding you can't get a stretch or anything, you can use a towel, you can use a band or something like that. So in this case, I'm gonna use a little band, pop it under my feet. Okay, so now this is gonna give me a little bit more sort of stretch to use it. So I'm gonna pull up and hold. That's it, hold for another 5 seconds and relax. If there's not enough tension on the band like mine was just now, you're gonna increase the tension. So I'm going to increase through here or get a heavier band. So I'm gonna show you just one side. So here, pull the shoulder up against resistance. You wanna feel a little bit of the muscles working through here. Good, and relax. All right. So we're gonna go again, back onto the hands, sorry, back onto the chair, grip onto the chair, all right? From here, pull upwards, just so you can feel the upper traps working. That's it, and hold, no bent elbows, keep the elbows locked to the side. Pull up, pull up, pull up. That's it, hold it for about 15, 20 seconds. That's it. That's it. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly relax. Do some shoulder rolls, let the shoulders relax. Good, rotate the other way. Good, hands in the middle now. We're just gonna go up As you go up, try to straighten up. Okay, so as I'm going up, I'm trying to straighten my upper back. So here, up. As you're going up, try and press your hands together like that. So press my hands together, and down, pressing my hands together, and down, press my hands together, and down. Good. So, hopefully this has helped you feel a little bit better. All right, give it a few tries. You know, pick the ones that you like the most, the ones that help you feel. Pick the ones that make you feel good. All right, so after your next exercise, you should normally feel a little bit better. You should feel, okay, I got more range of motion. Maybe your pain hasn't gone away completely, but you've got an improvement, okay? Then just repeat throughout the day, all right? Until your pain subsides. Most of the time when you get acute neck pain, there is a time period where it will sort of self-resolve, it'll get better, but you need to make sure you get your range of motion back. You need to make sure you get your strength back as well. Remember, if you're getting things like sharp shooting pain, burning pain, numbness, tingling, pain in your arms, pinching pain, like really, really excruciating pain, or you've had some kind of trauma, car accident, fall, anything like that, always, always, always go and see your doctor. Okay, you never know what could be out there. You know, other day I had a patient come in, he told me he had a little bit of fall, ended up he had a spinal fracture, okay? So you never know what can happen. Sometimes you think, oh no, I'm pretty strong, but it's always good to get it checked out, all right? So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Share this with your friends. Whoever's in need, somebody out there is gonna need this someday, sometime, because every day someone wakes up with neck pain, so just send it to them, all right? And we'll see you next time. Thanks.